We're good. Are we live now again? I think we're live again. Hi, guys. Welcome back.
I don't know what's happening.
We didn't get a warning that we were back live. Here's our hashtag Salmon Cam. If you see us looking at our phones, it's because we'll be looking at the hashtag Salmon Cam. You can see the post from last week.
Soon to be Cam and Sam. So
No,
just
do
stand
not
by.
confuse the lovely viewers. We've got it set up. I see a squirrel outside the window, just
My
chilling.
dog
The
looking
squirrel is
crazy.
watching the Salmon
Yeah.
Cam show, just like you guys. You guys are in the right spot. Stay tuned. So I don't know if they got any of the first 5 minutes of what we were talking about, so maybe we should do a second quick recap. I
think
apologize.
This would be, I don't know. This will be the third time we've talked about it.
This would be the third time, so it might feel a little rehearsed or a little bit stiff, but let's just go with it. Warriors are down 3-1.
Okay.
You
were
brought up...
completely wrong about your prediction.
I was completely wrong
Don't
about my
forget
prediction.
that.
I said that they were going to win the series in 5
Mhm.
after tying it 1-1, winning in dominant fashion in Game 2 off of Steph Curry's 15-2 run. You were saying...
The Kings once eliminated the Sharks when they were down 3-0 in the series and eventually won the Stanley Cup. So,
For a more pleasant
but don't
reminder,
hold your breath on that, Warriors fans. Let's take it one game at a time.
For a more pleasant reminder, let's look at the Giants, who came back from being down in a series and ended up winning the World Series. Down in 2 series and winning
Yep.
the World Series. That's... LA sucks.
The cardiac kids.
The
The
cardiac
torture.
kids.
Hashtag torture that year. That's
Dude.
what everyone was talking about.
Well, the Warriors were kind of the same thing for a long time, too. They gave me They still kind of give me heart attacks,
Well,
man.
coming into this playoffs, you never thought it would be like this, though. 73-win team, unanimous MVP, Draymond Green. Their defense was almost better than their offense.
KTVU just pushed out our show with the live stream. So for those of you joining us, this is the Salmon Cam show. Welcome. I'm frustrated, dude. I'm really pissed off because the Warriors are an extremely talented team. They've got the best player in the world,
Mhm.
the first unanimous MVP, who is a
Mhm.
back-to-back MVP.
Yep.
3 all-NBA players in Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, and Steph Curry. And they look like they don't want to be playing. Or at least they did in Oklahoma City.
Last year's Finals MVP, Andre Iguodala.
And last year's Finals MVP.
But you
Andre
mentioned
Iguodala.
you don't think Steph's 100%.
I didn't say that. I was citing a source close to Curry that spoke with Yahoo Sports.
If it's not Ayesha, I don't care who it is. Because if anyone knows how Steph is, it's Steph and Ayesha.
I
Those
will
are the
say,
only 2 people, his wife, Ayesha Curry.
watching Steph, he hasn't looked like himself outside of the 5 minutes in Portland and those 2 minutes where he scored the 15 points
Mhm.
against OKC. For the majority of games, he has not looked right.
But would you say that it's more just because of the injuries or because of the season that they put together? Instead of shutting them down a little bit and letting them rest more, they went for the 73rd win.
I'm so I don't want to. Don't even start with that on me.
Why?
Going
it's
for
a valid question.
Everyone played 82 games.
Everyone did, not the Spurs.
Well, the Spurs are. Where are they? They're sitting on their couch watching the Warriors right
Yes.
now. I don't want to hear this. The Thunder have played the same amount of games as the Warriors. The Cavs have played the same amount of games as the Warriors. The freaking Toronto has played the same amount of games as the Warriors. It has nothing to do with chasing the 73.
So in hindsight, you don't think it has anything to do at all?
No, because they rolled through Houston and they managed to win the Portland series in 5 despite missing Steph for most of it.
Mhm.
This is just a lack of effort and intensity. The Thunder just want it more than they do.
So you think they lack intensity and effort? You don't think they're trying hard enough?
I don't think they want it as bad as the Thunder do. Every 50-50 ball I see is going to the Thunder. All the rebounds that are, could have gone either way, I feel like everything's going to the Thunder. The Warriors can play a fantastic defensive sequence
Mhm.
and then give 2 offensive rebounds back to back up to the Thunder, and they end up scoring the
Yeah.
bucket. And you're just like, well, we just played a minute worth of defense.
The passing's too cute.
They're not passing.
One-handed passes, you need to go back to the traditional two-handed passes and make sure it gets to the person you're trying to get it to.
And how many times are we seeing one pass and a shot?
Yeah, way more than we did in the regular season.
They had 14 assists and 21 turnovers in Game 4.
Steph had as many turnovers as he had field goals made.
And
6.
Draymond had as many turnovers as points, right? Very close. It was 7 and 6 or 6 and Draymond's been god awful.
But they're the team
in
during the
OKC.
regular season that was always racking up 30 assist games. And now it's like
Since Steph went
there's
out.
almost too much urgency to get back from these deficits of points where they just want to throw shots up because they're so used to just making them. They're not making them right now, and now they're even in a bigger hole than usual.
They're compounding the issues by almost playing panicked basketball.
Yeah.
Which is something since Steve Kerr got there in the last year and 9 months, whatever it may be, we have not seen. And I don't understand why they're doing that.
Psychologically, they're in a place that they're not really used to or prepared for.
We've got a question.
Boris the Spider tweeted, so what do you think is wrong with Steph exactly? Is he injured? I don't think he's probably still not 100%, but he's shown in spurts that he can still be him. I think it's more of an issue of the team not being in their flow, and that takes everyone out of it, including Steph.
I was listening to a national media outlet, I won't plug who it was, and they were saying that Steph, if you watch a lot of his regular season games, he does the quick cuts. Right now, he's doing more of the rounding. He's not putting too much pressure on his ankle or knee, and kind of trying to shave it's shaving his quickness and his type of play, normal type of play, and the biggest thing is you got to change the way they're passing the ball. The play calling's different, the passing's different. Everything seems a little bit not like we're used to, and it's frankly just bizarre to see them play as bad as they're playing in one of the biggest parts of the playoffs, the Western Conference Finals.
I've been pulling my hair out, man. It's been
Yeah, I
frustrating.
can tell you're missing some on the side.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Michelle Toy says she feels like OKC is bigger and stronger. They're definitely a larger team than the Warriors are used to facing. They're very long,
Very
too.
long.
Especially with Durant, who's really a 7-footer, whether or not he's listed as a 7-footer, because he's got arms the size. You put both of my arms together, they might make one Durant.
One of
arm.
his nicknames is the Durantula.
Exactly.
He's got the spider legs. Yeah.
Uh,
That was good. That was a good imitation.
So they are longer. They may be a little bit stronger, but when you face a team like that, you need to play to their weaknesses, which should be our small ball lineup, our speed to get up and down the floor.
Which has been the quote unquote death lineup.
The death lineup. Iguodala with Draymond at the big, Harrison Barnes, Steph Curry, and Klay Thompson.
And I hate to always blame referees, but the fouls and
God.
the play and just some of these calls have been really not normal. It's Bogut was in foul trouble in the first half. Klay was in foul trouble in the
Bogut's not
first half.
healthy.
Yeah, no one's really that healthy in this late in the playoffs, though.
Leslie wants to know if I'm eating Chipotle today. I had the undefeated Chipotle streak last year
I didn't
through the
even hear about
playoffs.
this.
Oh man, I had so much Chipotle.
It seems like a big deal. I'm
I
surprised
probably
you didn't do it.
gained several pounds
Uh-huh.
through that playoff run. I will be bringing back the Chipotle today.
Might
So
be a little too late.
I'm guaranteeing a victory tonight. at
And
Oracle.
if it doesn't go through,
Then
what are
I'll
you
be
gonna do?
really depressed and I'll drown my sorrows in more Chipotle.
that doesn't sound too terrible.
What's the key? What do they need to do tonight to get the win and extend the series?
Real quick, 3 quick keys. First one, less turnovers. Second one, Westbrook has been playing out of his mind. If you get into his head a little bit, he's turnover prone. He wears his heart on his sleeve a lot and can get a little too emotional and rambunctious, lots of fouls, lots of stuff. So, in Oracle, they need to be super loud. They need to be supportive of the Warriors because it's not over yet and get into Westbrook's head. Thirdly, the stars need to step up. Klay, Steph, Draymond. It's time
Really,
for
it's
them.
Steph and Draymond. Clay's been
Clay's
been solid.
Clay's been solid, but it's weird because in the regular season, when guys wouldn't play that well, there was always one person to have that game for the Warriors to win. But right now in the playoffs, you can't get away with that one star a game thing anymore.
You need all your
the full
guys
team, yeah.
to come through.
Mhm.
I think it's time for Harrison Barnes to step up. I've been
The
touting
future Laker?
him, and I've been pushing him, and I've been supporting him all year long when everyone's been hating on him because I love this guy. I think he's got a high ceiling. He's got all the talent in the world. He needs to do what Andre Robertson's doing for the Thunder.
Yeah,
because they leave him open.
he'll have a high ceiling, but not on the Warriors. I don't think he'll be back.
Let's focus on tonight. Let's not focus on next year yet. We still got a long way to go. If you win tonight, then the only thing you got to do is look at it like, let's get one game in OKC and then we get to come home. Don't look at it like you got to win 3 in a row. Don't focus on that. Win tonight at home. Go steal, and then you focus on stealing one game in Oklahoma, a place we've won before, and then you get to come back home and try to just defend home court.
What gives me the most comfort right now is to know that in their locker room, Steve Kerr's their motivator right now. He's been there. He's played with the best person to ever play the game. He'll know how to talk them.
Aside from Steph Curry.
Steph's not on Jordan level. Let's be real. Come on. Not yet. He played with Jordan. He knows what it's like to win championships. He's won multiple championships as a player and one as a coach. And I think he's going to let those guys know that this, exactly what you're saying, like let's win this game, and then we'll worry about the rest when we get there. Let's cross that bridge when we get there.
We'll see. It's going to be, I will be watching this game very intently tonight.
But besides them losing, another huge storyline in this series was Draymond teeing up.
He finally, I believe today I saw the push alert from I believe Bleacher Report, where he said that he watched the film and he didn't recognize himself.
Yeah.
And he promised that we would not see that Draymond, the Draymond we've seen the last 2 games.
And we're talking,
tonight.
If you don't know what we're talking about when he kicked Steven Adams in the groin.
Correct. And then when he's lucky he didn't get something for tripping up on
he's
on what's his face.
He was flailing his legs a little bit there too.
He's just
that
been
cancer?
it was cancer.
Yeah.
He's just been off since I think the end of the Portland series.
But do you think the kick to Adams was intentional?
Oh, dude, he meant to do that. Come on.
I don't think I can't go.
He was
but
giving it to him.
It was a body flail, which is what those guys do all the time to sell
Let's see if anyone wants to weigh in on this. Tweet us at the hashtag Sam and Cam. It's a little bit old news now, but I think Draymond sure as heck meant to maybe not hit him in the crotch, but he meant to hit him. It was a purposeful kick.
I don't think it was purposeful. It wasn't even a full kick.
He was trying to make it wasn't a full kick because he ran into Steven Adams' man parts.
No, he could have followed through his kick.
You can't go further.
You could kick it a lot harder than the way he kicked it.
He gave it a little extra.
I'm gonna give Draymond the benefit of the doubt. I think he was just flailing, trying to sell it. The more body parts that are moving when you hear a hard foul, the more likely the refs are going to call a foul. So he was flailing, and Adams was just in the way.
I love Draymond, but that was on purpose.
Okay. Well, no one will ever know except Draymond, and I don't think he would ever admit it if he did actually.
If he's smart, he won't. He shouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
All right, moving on to the positive side of Bay Area sports. The San Jose Sharks last night won and are advancing to the Stanley Cup Finals.
First time in franchise history.
They were created the year I was born.
Which was?
1991.
Okay. You're a 90s baby?
I'm a 90s baby.
Oh, God.
And this is the first time that they're advancing. We touched on it a little bit last week. For this team to do it, after what happened last year, and after having all those great teams that we all thought were going to get there, for this team to be the team to get over that hump, after Joe Thornton gets his captaincy stripped, after all these changes they made, trading for a goalie, doing things a little bit differently in the past, a new head coach, how did this come together?
Well, Peter DeBoer even said last night, he said he was really the benefactor of getting the head coaching job of the Sharks because Todd McClellan and Doug Wilson, the GM, did a great job of making the team that they have right now.
Yeah.
And there isn't that many new players. I mean, Joel Ward was a free agent adding, and he had 2 goals last night and 2 goals the game before, so he's been a huge boost for them. Thornton even said they all bought in. They all believe in each other. They all support each other. They're playing a lot faster. They're playing a lot harder. Their sticks are always on the puck on defense. Martin Jones has been playing great in between the pipes. Like, it's just coming into the season, I think there were in a lot of the back of people's minds who aren't super hardcore Sharks fans, but when they started winning games and they made the playoffs, like we're all starting to realize
the hype builds.
how good they really are, and they're legit.
It's really funny because I'm always listening to sports talk radio in my
Mm-hmm.
car when I'm driving around wherever I'm going, and I can't even begin to guess how many times I've heard the host, when someone calls in and wants to talk about hockey, be like, we can't talk about hockey.
Yeah,
which the ratings killer.
Which is pathetic.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it kills the ratings.
We're not worried about losing our ratings on this, so we'll talk Sharks.
It's only episode 2, so we're still we're good. But
my mom will still watch.
yeah,
so.
mine too.
Yeah.
I think. We'll see. But it's just... It went from, we can't even talk about it, to now this playoff series is building. I heard a live game on 95.7 The Game. They streamed it on 95.7.
Yeah.
This morning on my way in, they had the assistant general manager on. Like, all of a sudden, even the media's bandwagoning.
It's about time.
And it's cool. I know a lot of people hate on bandwagon fans. I dislike it to a certain point, but at the same time, like, you have to realize that comes with winning, that comes with success. And really, if you take a step back and kind of look at it, it elevates the hype and the excitement. Sure, you might be more excited if you've been watching them for 20 years and you've suffered through it all, but that doesn't take away from Joe Blow's excitement about a team from where he's from.
What's the worst part about bandwagon fans, though?
They don't really know what they're talking about.
I mean, but like, what is that really the biggest thing to complain?
I think that's it, really.
The
wave at Oracle.
Yeah, that was weird. That was
the wave at Oracle is the other bad part.
I was actually at that game, and I was like,
Did you?
No, I did not.
No?
I was just like...
At home, I was like, what? This is basketball.
It's sickening. Don't ever do the wave. If you're a sports fan, you don't do the wave. But the only negative part about bandwagon fans is it makes the price of the ticket to go to a game go up. That's the only negative, because more people want to go.
That happens with success. I think whether there's bandwagon fans or not, if the product gets better, then the people providing the product will raise the price.
When the A's were winning all those games and going to the playoffs, there was still only a couple thousand at the...
That's because it's the A's and no one really cares.
That's not very nice.
It's true. You know that they're going to trade away Cespedes. You know they're going to trade away Donaldson.
Yeah.
You know Sonny Gray will be gone by this time next year.
I did not know. I didn't think there was any way in hell they would trade Donaldson.
Well, I think it was just because he didn't like... Billy Bean didn't get along.
Yeah.
But anytime someone gets good, they're going to be gone.
Yeah, that's
the life of the A's
fan.
fan.
Life of an A's fan.
We got the A's stuff right here. We do love them. They're from the Bay, but I'm just telling you guys, you A's fans.
Yeah,
it's just a rough life for you.
I don't buy any jerseys anymore just because of that reason. I just buy T-shirts.
You don't have a Sonny Gray jersey, do you?
Nope.
Good.
And I'm doing it on purpose.
Good.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean he's going to stick around.
Because I got my Cespedes, and then all of a sudden, he's a Met.
Adios! Yeah. Oh, man. Okay, so... I guess we kind of got off topic talking about that. The Giants are hot.
Mm-hmm.
They've been doing well.
So we're done with the Sharks?
Well, we'll come back to it, but I figure we already started talking baseball.
Okay.
We'll do a little loop-de-loop.
All right.
Giants are still hot. The A's have cooled off a bit. Sonny Gray's on the DL.
Yeah.
Reddick's out with the thumb.
Major League leader in players on the DL, they have 13.
That's rough, man. You can't control injuries. There's nothing you can do about it. It's just bad luck.
Yeah.
They still have, like we talked about last week, some nice pieces, some things that are going well for them. So they're doing better than I expected they would do this year. Giants are doing better than I thought they were going to do well, but I didn't think they'd be this good. Taking 2 out of 3 from the Mets. No, sorry, the Cubs.
The pitching,
the Cubs. They lost to
the best team
Arrieta.
in baseball.
Yeah, the second best team in baseball.
I think
they're still the best for now.
Yeah.
For now.
But PV looked good.
Kane has been really good.
Kane got way better. And then the three-headed monster, Cueto, Bumgarner, and Samardzija.
I was listening to this also on Sports Talk Radio, I think last week. Is this one of the best top 3 the Giants have ever had? Is this the best top 3, at least, of this decade since we started winning the World Series? They started winning the World Series. Not we. I had no part in it.
I mean, when Lincecum was dialed in and Kane...
But then that was 2.
Yeah.
That was 10.
Yeah, this might be, yeah.
This might be their best.
I would have to sit down and do some more research before I...
Yeah, I mean, I don't know ERAs off the top of my head from all the years and all that, but just, like, thinking about it and looking at the games I've watched.
So I saw a stat. When those 3 guys are pitching in a game, they've had 30 games pitched. with those 3 guys starting. The team's record is 22-7. The team, like, that's
excellent.
That's excellent for baseball.
That's excellent.
Win loss.
Yeah,
that's really good.
That's really good. Especially, I mean, well, and I think the Padres have helped a little bit because
where we the
8
Giants
games
played
now.
them. Yeah,
8-0. They've been terrible.
Which is
and
great.
was it 3 or 4 complete games out of that too?
3 in a row.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So that's all right. Back to the Sharks.
Thank you.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. So if Tampa Bay wins, the Sharks will host Game 1
Monday.
on Monday.
Yeah.
If the Penguins win,
Then we go to Pittsburgh. Monday.
also Monday.
Yeah. So no matter what, we're starting Monday. The difference is, so we're all rooting for Tampa Bay.
I think the Bay Area media would love going to Tampa Bay instead of going to Pittsburgh. No offense to the city of Pittsburgh.
But they got the Steelers and all that. We don't need Pittsburgh.
Well, Tampa Bay just seems like a little more fun.
Beach
Florida,
environment.
Yeah.
The only reason I want Tampa Bay is because I want the home ice.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and of course that too.
Come on, man. I don't care where they're going. I'm
Yeah.
not going to Tampa Bay or Pittsburgh. I want home ice. I want that advantage. With the way the fans have been, or like Joe said, just give them 30 jerseys, let them team up, we'll play them all.
Yeah, that was a pretty funny fight last
That's
night.
a good quote right there.
He
That
was willing to play both teams.
Yeah.
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 We won't agree to that because that would.
Who's got a better beard, Joe or I? Joe's
Joe.
is really wide,
Yours is.
but his goes like out.
I wouldn't say yours is terrible. It's just not in the
Terrible.
same league as Joe's.
Come on, man. I've only been growing. This is the playoff beard. Sharks and
Sorry.
Warriors. I started this for the Sharks and the Warriors. It's only been going about a month.
Yeah, so far it's been really lucky.
Well, it's working for the Sharks, isn't it? God, I'll eat my Chipotle today. Warriors will win. We'll be good.
Well, this is a week. This is a week worth of growth. So.
That's a week's worth?
Yeah.
What
not
happened
bad.
to all this area?
What do you mean?
You got nothing going. Like you just got you got the Andrew Luck beard going, the neck beard.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. That's just what I have to work with. That's why I
man.
usually just shave it all. It's
I
tough.
would stay to that trend if I were you. So we got our producer Scott here. He's not necessarily 100% ready for this. We talked before. He's got some stuff he wants us to do. I'm putting him on the spot by doing it now without any warning. He's ready. I love that.
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
Yeah.
Well, he said something about a game, whether the beard belongs to the Sharks or to, what was it? Duck Dynasty?
Duck Dynasty.
I'm not very familiar with Duck
I've
Dynasty.
never watched an episode.
Awesome.
I
So
haven't
you guys,
studied the Sharks' beards, so this may be kind
I know
of embarrassing.
Pavelski's is orange.
Yeah, duh.
Yeah,
And I know Joe's is fat.
huge. Might have some gray too, so that might
It
be
does.
the part where it,
Like he's got like random long strings of gray in the very front of it.
all right, so here what I'll do. I got a couple pictures of beards.
Okay.
I'll show them to the crowd. And I'll
Okay.
show them to you guys. You guys can figure out which is which.
Should we
is which.
write them down and then review?
No, we can do.
answers?
We'll go one by one.
Okay.
Here's the first one. Here's the first beard. Duck Dynasty or San Jose Sharks player?
Oh man,
That's gotta be Duck Dynasty.
That almost looks Brent Burns-ish.
I'm going Duck Dynasty.
I'm gonna go just to go against you. I'm gonna go with the Sharks.
You just want me to be wrong.
I want to beat you. I don't want to tie.
1 point for Sammy.
Oh
Yeah!
You've watched Duck Dynasty before.
I've never.
You're full of it.
I've never.
Yes, you have.
All right, number 2. San Jose Sharks player or Duck Dynasty?
Well, the teeth are giving it away. Oh.
Oh,
Is that Andrew? No.
that's easy.
That's gotta be Sharks.
That's Sharks.
Look at
That's
the
Brent
teeth.
Burns.
Look at
That
the
is
teeth.
Brett Burns.
Yeah.
God,
Damn,
if he had
it's-
teeth, I would have said Andrew Luck. Looked like Andrew Luck.
Well, that's not that. We're not looking at guys like
I
that.
thought he was throwing us a curveball.
Number 3.
I'm saying Duck. Mark, you want to get in this?
We're
We're trying
playing
to tell-
Shark or Duck Dynasty player.
Shark player or Duck Dynasty?
I go Duck Dynasty as well on that one.
I have to, yeah.
We're all in agreement.
Yeah.
Are we all right?
Duck Dynasty.
We're all right.
Mark Tamayo.
Mark
Nice
Tamayo.
job, Mark Tamayo.
He's a big Duck Dynasty
Can you tell
fan.
them about my scientific analysis of sports and how it's always right?
Yeah, you're really good.
Yeah, thanks.
So are Warriors winning tonight?
They are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
You heard it here first on the Sam and Cam Show. Mark Tamayo, through his scientific method, has confirmed that the Warriors will win.
Yeah.
Have you done the calculations for the next game, Game 6?
Yeah, I don't want to release that.
We're not really
The
after the
forecast
game.
isn't there yet.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have a 1-800
Forecast is right on the
Okay.
forecast.
All right. So Mark DeMaio, Warriors will win tonight. He'll release his calculations for the next game following, and we'll.
It's only official if you put it on Twitter, though.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, and I'll tag you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hashtag Sam and Cam.
Hashtag Sam and Cam.
Oh, I thought it was alphabetical order. Cam and.
It
No,
should-
no,
it should
don't
be.
start with
It should
this.
be.
I'm winning the game. I'm
It should
clearly
be.
putting the team on my back.
Thank you, guys.
Later.
Thank you.
Number 4.
Who is that? I gotta go Duck Dynasty.
All right.
He's wearing a suit, and he looks like he's in front of a, what you call it, red carpet.
5.
It was Duck.
It was
It was
Duck.
It was Duck.
All right.
This one's easy.
That's Joe. That's
Yeah.
Shark.
That's Joe.
Last one.
I'm perfect so far.
Did you feel weird just Googling these beards last night?
Duck
Weird.
Dynasty.
Weird things came up.
Weird things came up.
I'm going with Duck Dynasty.
That's Duck.
The hair. The hair.
Sammy, you knocked them all, man.
Ah, see, that's why this is the Sam and Cam show.
No, I
And
went
not the
against,
Cam and
I
Sam
went against
show.
you on the first question just so I could get a point lead.
But
I
you
took
were
a risk.
wrong.
Well, sometimes you have to make these type of decisions to win the game.
Well, you
So,
lost the game.
It's almost like
I
did the-
hope that Steph Curry doesn't take your logic and he takes
Well,
mine
my
tonight.
logic is kind of like the Seattle Seahawks on the 1 yard line. I decided to throw it instead of hand it to Marshawn Lynch.
Hashtag I'm just here so I don't get the ball on the 1 yard line.
Yeah, exactly. Still the craziest.
I
play
can't
I've
believe
ever
they
seen.
gave the Patriots that stupid Super Bowl. I hate the Patriots. Wow, we got off tangent there.
Yeah.
Has that been our show? Is there anything I'm missing? Let's do our end of thing. What's your analysis? What are we looking for in the next week before the next Sam and Cam show?
Well, besides just sports, I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan.
Oh, God.
So the last episode.
Okay, if you have not watched last week's
Thank you.
episode, mute this. When
Yeah.
I wave my hands like this, you can unmute. Continue.
The whole. I'll give him another second.
Yeah, give
the
him one
whole
more.
Hodor thing.
God, dude.
Oh my god.
Hold the door. Hold the door.
For the rest of my life, if I hold the door open for someone,
I'm gonna say- you're gonna say
thinking
Hodor?
of Hodor. Yeah, I'm thinking of you, Hodor. You're the true gentleman.
Hold the door.
That was one of the craziest things I've ever
Brand's an
seen.
idiot, though.
Yeah, I mean
He got his wolf killed,
he's
and he
a
got
Stark.
Hodor killed.
All those Starks just do dumb stuff.
Jon Snow, I just want to see him go ape crap on people.
Yeah, it's about time. He doesn't really. We need some more.
It's
action.
coming. It's
time
coming.
to let the dragons loose too. I
Alright,
want to see some dragons.
That's
stuff.
what you're looking for out of
Game
Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Outside of that.
In sports, I'm going to the A's game Saturday.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So it's Josh Reddick bobblehead.
Reddill?
night.
Who's Josh Reddill?
Josh Reddick.
Oh, Josh Reddick.
Yeah, good one. So I'm stoked off that, and then hopefully the Warriors make it into 7 games.
I'm listening.
No, it's fine.
Here.
Thank you.
Josh Reddick.
I'm going to the A's.
There's your
game.
Ace towel. Don't advertise for them yet. We don't have their sponsorship.
Who's that? And what are you looking forward to?
I am. Well, let's see. Hopefully, we get Tampa Bay in here. I want to see the Sharks get their first ever Stanley Cup win
hmm
on Monday.
Did you notice that they didn't touch that trophy?
I was listening. I guess it's on the radio on the way in today. They were talking about. I guess it's some kind of tradition to not touch it because you have a bigger goal.
Well, 2 things that are awesome about hockey is those traditions and the fact that they always shake the hands of their competitors after the series.
That's just good sports.
No,
I used
it's
to do
awesome.
that after the soccer games.
It's
when I was a
it's
kid.
just cool to see. Like they
That's-
fight and
yeah.
beat the snot out of each other, but then at the end they always show respect and stuff like that.
It's kind of cool. You don't see it as much anymore, I don't think, but also like after football games when you get the prayer circle going. With
I
both
like when they
teams.
switch jerseys. That's
and
pretty cool.
that's pretty cool too.
Yeah.
That's more soccer thing too.
Yeah, well, it's soccer, but I noticed it a lot more in the NFL last year.
Yeah,
Woodson was
yeah.
giving his jersey away like every game.
And that's so cool too, because that's a legend that's retiring. You know, last time you're going to see him. And
you
then
could get one. Who would you get? Who would you want
if I
out
could
of-
get
from
one
the NFL.
jersey out of like right now or ever,
right now?
if
This-
I could get one,
this next season. I mean, yeah, it's in between seasons, but next season.
if
If
I
you can
could
get one player's jersey
one
after they play the
player's
game.
jersey, that's a good question. Does it have to be local teams?
No.
I would go with. God, Peyton retired. I would have been him.
That's a bandwagon answer.
I would have gone with. Well, I'll go with. I can't even. There's so many players. I don't even know what I would.
Who's the
which
best
way I would
player in
go.
the NFL right now?
I guess J.J. Watt,
So
but he's got blood on it all the time. No, I'm
that
just kidding.
makes it even more collectible.
I would take J.J. Watt's jersey.
You take JJ's?
Yeah. How about you?
I'm gonna go with like forecasting the future. I want Khalil Mack's jersey because he's gonna be the greatest linebacker.
Talking
to
about
ever
bandwagon homer. Any player in the
What?
NFL just for this season.
play.
This is why it's a Sam and Cam show. He's just look at
Derek
this guy.
Carr
He's
said-
just playing to the
No,
viewership.
Derek
You
Carr
know we-
said that Khalil Mack's gonna get 30 sacks. and I
Yeah,
believe
well,
it.
Derek Carr isn't even going to be the starting quarterback. They drafted his. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Whoa.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Just stoking the fire. Let me get back to finishing up the show here. I'm looking forward to the Sharks getting a win, and I just want to see the Warriors. Even if they lose, just look like yourselves, man. Try. Move the ball. Play with effort. Play with energy. If you lose that way, I'm fine with it. But if you come out and you lay a stinker and you just lay down and die, then I'll be pissed off.
It'll
And
be
so
really
will all of
sad
Dub
if they
Nation.
lose at Oracle.
After a 73-win
Yeah.
season, dominating everybody, losing, you hadn't lost back-to-back games until 2 days ago.
45 in a row home wins.
It's time to
Started the season 24-0.
just have some pride in yourselves
Steph
and what
made
you can
over
do.
400 threes.
Clay had over, what was it, 280, 270.
Clay would have the record if Steph didn't keep getting the record.
There you go.
Yeah.
This has been the Sam and Cam Show. We'll catch you guys next week. Thank you to Scott for the Sharks Duck Dynasty game.
Yeah, that was a fun game, Scott.
That was pretty good. I won, for the record. I won that game. And we'll see you guys next week.
Whatever.